back to my channel and welcome to the first of the renovation vlogs. This is it, it's starting. You're gonna have to put with the echo, I'm afraid, got no option with that. Today we are going to be attempting to take up these floors, the carpet in the lounge and the laminate in here, because the floor underneath needs inspecting properly. The floor in these two rooms is all over the place. I had a full damp and timber survey done when I was in the middle of purchasing the house, and they tried investigating under the floors, but said that in the past there's been some building work done, and rather than hiring a skip, they've just put all the rubbish under the floors. Now that means that, because for people that don't know how it works, these are suspended floors, so there is the mud, the ground, there is an air cavity, and then sat in the bricks either side are joists, bits of wood like that, and on top of them sit your floorboards, and then you lay your floors on top of the floorboards. What that means is that that air in the cavity circulates underneath the floors, keeps everything dry. You can't, the damp from the mud can't jump up to the floorboards, it's impossible. So the air helps keep everything dry and stops things going damp. Now, by filling that cavity with anything, if that stuff is absorbent, it's going to soak up the moisture from the ground and transmit it into the surrounding woodwork, so the joists and up to the floorboards, which is what they believe is happening here. And they think that, well, we're expecting the floor to be rotten in certain places. So the only way to get there is to start ripping everything out. I mean, I would have been taking this out anyway because it's not in good enough condition to keep. So yeah, that's the first port of call. Then it's assessing if any of the joists themselves need replacing. I'm pretty sure at least one of them does already from having a sneak peek. And assessing how much of the floorboards need replaced as well. So I'll probably do a little time lapse, and you can see me ripping up the floors. Now, what I want to be careful of is that carpet is pretty rank. However, the underlay underneath it is still in really good condition, and obviously it's not been touched because it's been hidden underneath the carpet. So what I want to do is roll back the carpet, pull out the underlay to save for later for when I'm putting carpets back down in this house. I'm not planning on putting carpets downstairs, but I am upstairs. And then roll back down the carpet, cut it, and then roll it into smaller pieces so that it can go in the back of a cart and go to the tip. An hour later, I'm a lot sweatier than I was when I started and dirtier, and the floors are up, so let me do a quick spin round. Here we go. So there's the carpet rolled up and the underlay. The underlay, like I said, is still pretty spongy, so I can reuse that. Yeah, the old floorboards, it drops off into this corner, but it's definitely rotten in that corner, I know it is. I mean, can you hear that? And then coming around, I just need to get the threshold up. It's nailed down, I don't have a crowbar with me. And then here we've got all the old floorboards. but there's new floorboards there. That's where it's all damp and it goes down that way. So I believe whatever joist they're sat on is rotten. So we need to sort that out. And there's still just the final strip against the wall because they've managed to thread the pipes through it, and I don't have something strong enough to just cut through that with me. I've literally just got the Stanley blade, and I could do it, but I can't be arsed. So that'll stay down until I've got some more tools here. But yeah, it already smells different because the carpet was really retaining the damp smell. So getting that shifted out should help the place breathe a bit more. Next step is to get the floorboards up and see what lies underneath them. So this is just showing you with a flash on how wet it is. Those are the ends of the floorboards. That is the joists. That's how much damage I did with a gnarled floorboard. It's just absolutely wet through. This joist, however, respectively, looks pretty dry. So I do have some hope, but we will have to see what the true state of things are, or is. I'm not sure which word was correct there. Hello, so it's a week later now. Just got to the house and my dad is coming down because we're going to start clearing things out. So getting rid of the carpet that I ripped up and the laminate flooring. And also there's a collapsed shed in the back garden and loads of massive weeds that we need to get rid of. So today's a day of clearing basically, and I might start ripping the carpets out upstairs too. So I'll just quickly show you outside so you can see what we're dealing with out there. So as you can see, there's some pretty big weeds. They're basically shrubs now. And here there's old pallets and a collapsed shed. That all needs to go. Whilst I wait for my dad to get here, I am going to start taking up this carpet, which is in the main bedroom, because it needs to go at some point, so it might as well get taken up now. It's not going to make any difference. And who knows, I might continue through the landing and the second bedroom as well. Depends if he needs a hand or not when he gets here. So I managed to roll up the carpet from the master bedroom and get it down the stairs. Bending it in half helped to get it around the corners. But I have a feeling I'll probably have to cut it up to get it into my dad's car. I didn't cut it up there because I didn't want to cut through the underlay. Because, sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. If we go back upstairs. The underlay is in a good enough condition to keep. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got this sort of staining here, but it's not the end of the world, it's fine. The carpet will be going down on top of it, and I can always put a layer of something between this and the carpet. But you may know that underlay is just as expensive as carpet these days. The cheapest I can find it locally is like £8 a square metre. So if I can keep it, I will do, and that is what, sorry, breathless, I'm intending to do. So Dad's just got here and he's managed to get his truck down the back alleyway, which I'm happy about because I didn't know if he would. But that means that we've got easier access to get stuff out because parking on the street is terrible. So from in here, the carpet from the front room has gone, but that was all we could fit on top of everything from the garden, and that's looking a little bit different out there now and so much better. So as you can see, all that remains is a few little weeds That pile of crap there. And the root of the butterfly bush. All the vegetation down there's gone. All the broken fence and shed. And all the weeds that are along there as well. It's looking so much better. But you can see the damage it's caused. Because this brick here is just crumbling. And we need to get dug out round here, because basically these two walls are so damp because all the water's coming from off that roof and sitting in this rubbish. So we need to get all this dug out. Need to get that pulled out. But you can see where these little dots are. That's where the damp proof course is that someone's put in. And you're not supposed to have anything within 50 millimetres of that, which is about that much. And as you can see in some places, like here, it's actually in line, if not slightly above it. So there's no wonder it's still getting damp in there. So all this wants digging out. And we're actually considering taking a step out as well, because it's not even that much of a step to come out of the back door, just to stop any rainwater from ingressing into the brickwork. So whilst Dad's gone, I'm going to get the rest of the carpet from upstairs, and then when he gets back we're going to load in the laminate into his truck and the carpet on top of that. And then once that's done, we can start lifting some floorboards to investigate what is going on underneath these floors. So that'll be fun. But yes, time for more carpet. Right, so Dad's not back yet, but I've got all the carpet ripped out, apart from what's on the actual staircase. So, let me turn you around. So this is the underlay. It's very dusty where the carpet's deteriorated, so it just needs hoovering. I've already shown you in here. Just my tripod there. So that's that room. And then the second bedroom's got black underlay. And oh, just a little patch of blue. So yeah, great to have got that out. And then I'll show you what I've done with it. So it's all out here, cut and rolled up. I just laid it out on the patio and used a Stanley knife to cut it up so it'll go in the back of Dad's car. Hello, so I'm filming this clip in the middle of editing this video because I forgot to show you what we did inside the house when we ripped up the floorboards after my dad came back again, once we'd got rid of all the carpet and whatnot. So we got some of the floorboards up, not all of them. As you can see now, it's a little bit dull. The camera actually shows it brighter than it is in here, so that's good. But it's quite dull outside, so we'll have to put flash on to show you underneath the floors properly. Because, yeah, it's difficult to see under there otherwise. Okay, so I've already shown you in here how rotten that is, because those floorboards lifted up anyway. But then over here, I'll do this bit first. This was all chipboard floorboards that we lifted, and they all broke as we got them up, so they've been disposed of. But as you can see from here, yeah, I've got the flash on. That's why my arm looks orange. There was originally a chimney breast here, and that's funny because it's the outline of the chimney breast where the damp is in the wall there, that you can see that outline. And where they've put the floor back down, rather than putting proper joists down, they've put these skimpy pieces of wood. They are not big enough, so those need to be replaced. And on top of that, they haven't dug the chimney breast out in the middle, and there's also all of this hardcore at either side of it, so we need to dig that out to let the floor breathe underneath. Need to see if that goes much further under, whether we need to take these floorboards up or not. But at the very least, this all needs digging out, the joists need replacing, and obviously floorboards need putting back down on top. But there's just so much crap underneath there, we don't know where it's come from. It's just rubble, and it's actually on top of the wires for the electrics. If you can see there, look, it's going up that wire there is going underneath the rubble. So God knows what's going on there. So that's that side, and then we ripped these floorboards up here, and there is so much crap in there. Look at that. So I feel like the whole floors are just going to end up coming up to have a proper survey. Let me see if I can get you a view underneath. That's under that one. And that's under that one. And then that's a bit cobwebby. And then let's see, window turning around, if you can see anything this way. No, you can't, because it is a sleeper wall there that the joists are sat on. You can see bubble wrap under that, so there's just loads of crap under this floor. So, yeah, I feel like the floors are just going to come up. We're going to have to clear out all the rubbish that's there and then assess the rest of it. The next sort of step is I'm getting someone out to look at the electrics, because one of the switches is just constantly tripped. It will not physically push up, it just comes straight back down again. I'm hoping that's okay, because I do have a certificate from an electrician passing the electrics that was only 12 months ago, so surely it should be okay. There's just a loose wire somewhere. I mean, the fact that that wire that I showed you was underneath that rubble, that could literally be it. It shouldn't be like that, should it? So yeah, get an electrician in. Need to get the drain sorted underneath the kitchen window. You'll be seeing a bit more about that coming up. But my dad's got some drainage rods, which are, sorry, spinning you around. They are right in that corner there. And then need to book in the damp people. Sorry, can't find my words. And to do that, before they come in, I need to take the plaster off the walls up to 1 metre high on the walls that it's coming off. But we also took off all the skirting boards and all the walls that it needs to come off. I'll quickly show you that. So obviously it's come off this wall here, because that's where the worst of the damp is. It's also come off around here and here, because all those walls need doing. I've ripped the guts out of this cupboard that was what was in here before. You can see the outline where the wood was. And then in the hallway, let me put you on wide angle. Yeah, and the skirting boards come off in here as well. And obviously all the carpet's been ripped up too. And also in this corner here, because the chimney breast is a bit damp in this corner, as you can see from that watermark there. So yes, editing Jack is leaving now. On to the next bit of the vlog. Hello, it's the following weekend. It's Saturday the 13th of August. I forgot to start filming because I'm at the house and I am just getting rid of all the shit down the side of it because it's not helping the damp-proof course. So I'll just flip around and show you. As you can see, where these dots are, that's where the damp-proof course has been injected. So that means that it's stopping damp coming further than this up the walls. But if there's stuff against the wall that's higher than the damp-proof, then it's going to let moisture into this bit, which will then allow it to carry on up the wall. So I'm just clearing it all out because, as you can see along here, it's in line with, if not above in places, the damp-proof course, and it should be 50 to 100 mil below it. So my dad's given me these rubble sacks and I'm just filling it up. I am a little bit sweaty now. It is currently, can you see that? 27 degrees out here. And that, well, it wasn't difficult work, but it was manual work. So anyway, it's done and it looks so much better, so let me show you. So as you can see now, we have got a lot more space below the damp proof course. I managed to get the stump out of there from a big weed that had grown, and yeah, comes around here. That drain pipe needs sorted, I'll talk you through that in a second. And then all down here, there was some, you see me stabbing at it, it was like a little concrete pad. Not sure what it was there for, but anyway, I managed to break through that and get all that up. And then we just need to get this big stump out here. That was a buddleia that we've cut down. God knows where the root's going. Tried getting through it with the chisel, got so far and then gave up. That one, I actually managed to get quite far through, but yeah, I'm just gonna get my dad on that because I can't be bothered. But anyway, another issue is that this drain here, it's only a little bit of roof that it comes off, but this gutter here drains straight out and into here, not into a drain. So my dad is gonna get some more piping and take it across this wall here and put it into the soil pipe, so that it's draining into a drain and not just out onto the floor. We're also going to change this gutter up here so that that drains into the soil pipe, because at the moment it's going into the kitchen drain and that's overflowing very easily. So that drain does need rodding, but yeah, and to take some pressure off it, we're just going to remove any rainwater from going into it by putting it all through the soil pipe instead. But we do also need to get up and clear the gutters, because I'm not sure if you can see, but up there you can see a bit of a growth. So there is not too much work to do out here. Need to get the jet wash on, that'll get rid of the weeds as well, and also get a fence put up around here because that is my boundary. I own that boundary, so it's my responsibility. And yeah, as I said, get that stump taken up too. But yeah, the roof's in decent condition, so that is one positive. So, editing Jack back again. Excuse the toplessness. Though we may have had a thunderstorm today, it's still very warm. But yeah, I think that is enough for this vlog. I want to get it published, exported. I want to get it exported. So I will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time with another video.